Okay, I'm back. Mac likes to tell me everything, so it's sweet. I love it. I love that he does that. He's growing up, but at the same time, I don't know. I think we'll keep our connection forever, you know. I imagine I'll keep my connection with all of the kids forever, but it's just interesting how it changes as they grow up, you know. I've spoken about that before, but yeah, the way that I parent is not like other parents. You know, a lot of people would be totally probably against the way that I parent, but my priority is to keep a connection with him and to keep an open line of communication. And, you know, I'm the parent that knows what all of the teenagers are doing. I know what all of his friends are doing. I know about everything. And you know what? I personally would rather know about everything than not know and be like this with my own baby. You know, like he's a teenager and he's doing a couple things that I don't want him to do, that I would rather he not do. Let's put it that way. But I know I was given a lot of freedom as a kid, and honestly, because of it, I was given an opportunity to like make choices for myself. And you know, like I said yesterday, I mean, I didn't want to like really do drugs, you know. Like I was able to drink wine at the dinner table, and look at me now. Like I haven't drank for, I think it's like 9 years. I could sit and figure out. I know exactly the day that I stopped, but yeah, it was like just before Christmas. So I can't remember the year, 2000 something. It's like 8 or 9 years. I can't remember. Maybe 8.5, 9.5. I don't know. I honestly can't. I just have to sit and figure it out. It's not. It's like a big deal, but it's not. You know, not like I don't tell people because I was never an alcoholic. I just quit for my kids. You know. I could see that you can have so much fun. You can live your life to the fullest without any alcohol at all. You can just have so much fun, you know. Don't need any, like I'm literally high on life, so I don't need anything to stimulate me. But you know, I'm not totally closed-minded at this time to trying something out, maybe, but it's like I'm not gonna like have an addiction. Like I just don't have an addictive personality. So I'd say personality. I don't want to label it like that. I don't have a problem with addiction. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm just letting this video kind of flow a little bit. Obviously. Where did that go? I have a couple things I want to talk about. So what's interesting to me is I have like, I think, how many is it? 5 or 6 hypnotherapy clients just after coming out, my little coming out, and just telling random things about myself. You know, most people are coming out about their sexuality, and you know, it's just weird, like who has to come out about, you know, spirit releasing and the things that I came out about. You know, it's just like different stuff. Like I believe in split souls. I talk to my spirit guide. I don't know, there's just like a lot, you know. I mean, I did talk about my sexuality. What else did I talk about? I can't remember right now. I don't know. This is so weird. I hope this isn't too weird for you that I'm doing it like this, but it's just so much easier. I don't have to hold it, you know. Yeah, so after all that happened, I was reached out to within 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And then after that, it's been like boom, boom, boom. And I'm booked up. I'm like booked up this week. I'm so incredibly booked. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna get all my stuff done. But honestly, doing this video is like, I'm just laying here relaxing. So this is good relaxation time for me, and I need it. But I had to like start booking into when I'm coming back. So that's interesting. But I just think it's like, I felt this feeling over the summer because it's usually pretty crickety with hypnotherapy practices in the summer because people aren't really wanting to like focus on self-help and stuff. during the summer, but yeah, it was really, really slow, and I felt this feeling. I kept feeling this feeling, and I imagined I was being kind of chatted to about it, like that there is a reason why this is happening, and I knew there was a reason. I just didn't know what the reason was, and it was like I was being held out. I don't know how to put it. It's like I was being prevented from moving forward with the way things were because there needed to be some changes, like me really, really being honest about who I am. And then, and it's weird because it's like, it's not like I've told everybody, you know, like all I did was just put my TikTok on Facebook and Instagram, but it did, I looked at it and it only does like a short little blurb. So I don't even think it got all into it. Now, if they really wanted to know, they could go to my TikTok, they could make an account or something, but like, yeah, it's like, it's getting a little uncomfortable. But yeah, like, it's not like, I mean, I did write down, this was an accident. Yeah, right. It was an accident. I put down, I think this was a part of, okay, so I did some spirit releasement for Rowan. She had been asking me for days. I felt so bad. She really was feeling she just really wanted me to check her. And so like I did that, and then I also just right around that time I looked at on Facebook, and I had wanted to post my YouTube in a group, and I was in the group and went up to the top and I posted, I swear to God I did this, and somehow it posted on my regular Facebook, and it laid it all out, but it also like it had verbiage that I would only want for like the group, like about, you know, if they want to share their experience or something, you know what I mean? Like it didn't make any sense for Facebook. So then my aunt responded to it right away, and we have a really amazing connection. I'm sure there was purpose in that, but you know, I had to sit there and like, I think that's what sparked me like questioning if I meant to, like, am I meant to even delete this? Like I put this on here, why did that happen, you know? So I think all along that was a part of the plan, you know. I think Spirit had something to do with that. I was in the group when I posted that. I swear to God, I was in the group. And then it was on my page. I even looked for it. Like, I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe it just like zoomed down further or something. You know, sometimes it puts the posts in different order. That was weird. But I think there was purpose in that. And then, yeah, I just made that decision. And then like, by the time I got home here, I was off getting rabbit food. By the time I got home here, so I just edited that, just by the way, that Facebook post, I just edited it and kept it on there because I felt like there was purpose in it. Then, but it did talk about my urine fast. Then I was here, and my friend, who actually just texted me right now, really wants to work with me. And that was the beginning of it all. And then I had like, so I've had like different people reach out, previous clients and a new client today. And just, I have all this overwhelming attention toward the hypnotherapy practice now. And I think part of it's like, obviously it was really linked to that, but also I think the biofeedback machine and moving forward, being a practitioner of that is like a big part of that too. I think that's part of it too. So yeah, my mouth's starting to get a little dry. Yeah, so there's that. So there is that. That's just something I wanted to mention. It's a part of this whole thing, you know? Yeah, and it's weird because over the summer it just felt like I just kept getting this feeling like I'm not meant to be like really busy with that right now. And I did a lot of, I did so much other work this summer. I don't even know. I would have been able to fit in hypnotherapy, but you know, and I had a little bit going on, but it just wasn't that much, and it was really manageable. So it all worked out, and I'm just totally rambling right now, but I don't know. Okay, so last night, I gotta take a drink. This is like too much, man. This is too much. Okay, so basically last night, I watched a movie. That's 2 movies. I told my mom that I would watch a movie with her because it was her birthday, and she really loves to watch movies. But I told her, I was like, I just really want you to pick the movie. And she's like, oh, I love The Proposal. And I love The Proposal, but it's a movie that I watched a lot. And she's always told me about all these different movies. Like, she's always like, oh my God, you have to watch this movie. You have to watch this movie. And honestly, I've never watched any of the ones that she's told me, just because I've written them down. I have like a list, and I just don't watch. I just haven't taken the time. I've done other things instead of that. Can't say I don't have the time. I just haven't taken the time. I could take the time, and I haven't. So anyway, she wanted the movie that she wanted to watch was like, I feel a little bit bad, not bad, but like I have to rewatch it because I fell asleep during the middle of it a little bit because I have not been getting enough sleep, you know, and but I woke up at the end and I knew what was going on, you know. I watched enough of it that I knew what was going on, and then so I just really knew what was happening at the end, and it was just like, it was so romantic, and so like, it was just really, really, really beautiful. And it was actually about writing. It was about writers, and it's just like, I don't even know. I feel like my mom intuitively picked that or something, you know, just, it was perfect. So I'm excited to like rewatch that because I want to like soak it all in. I want to soak every little last drop of like the two like main characters, their love story, and just how special it was. So I'm excited about that. I feel like there was meaning in that. And I don't know. I'm gonna look at one other part because I feel like there might be something more that yeah, I don't really think there actually was. That's pretty much it for right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all. That's all. Only, now let me add this up. 15, 25, only like almost 30 minutes. Yeah. So, anyway. I'm just kind of pensive and just kind of like very relaxed, and I hope that my stomach's getting out of this whole like hurting, not hurting, it doesn't hurt, it's just that the nausea, it's not even nausea, it kind of is, it's like no appetite, and there's like, I guess it is nausea. Ultimately it's really nausea. Just kind of, it's feeling better at this exact moment right now, and I hope it continues to get better. But at the same time, because that's happening, I know that some really good things are happening within my body, and that's the whole point. So I'm really just rolling with it. It feels like this last week was a dream, though. It feels like it was so fast. It's so interesting. Yeah. So just gonna keep dreaming. I've got a lot to do this week to get ready to go, and pretty much any second that I can, when I feel like I have that energy, I need to be getting ready for the trip, because we're driving my car and it's small, and I'm limiting the kids on what they can bring. We're gonna be like really minimal, and just take very little things, and I'm being kind of strategic about it and planning how we're gonna do it. And we've got some really cool places we're gonna stay at. Today I booked a camper out in New Mexico, just out in the open, and there's like mountain range, like just like, oh my gosh, the views are just so beautiful. I cannot wait to have all these feelings. And then I made a special playlist years ago, because I make like car beats playlists, and this one's called I made it called Car Beats Perfect, and I've got to look it over and make sure it's ready to go. But it's like, you know, it's so fun to have like a certain playlist, because then you have all these feelings attached to it. And then if you ever want to get that like vibe, that traveling vibe, you can just listen to it anytime you want and get it. That's so special. Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to publish that soon, I guess, on that day that we leave, and play that. And I had to make those other bookings. I was all planned, that we planned this like in March, but I had to change plans because we're not all vaccinated, and my aunt would rather us not come, and well, I just offered. I knew she was uncomfortable with it, so I offered to find other places to stay. So we're not going to see them, but I'm just following my heart about what to do, you know. So anyway, I love you guys, and yeah, I'm excited to know I'll be documenting in beautiful places, I guess. So I love you.